on, guys, and welcome back to the channel. And in today's episode, we're going to finally continue working on the Jaguar F-Type R. As you guys remember, in the last episode we finished all the mechanical work and it is now running 100% under its own power. We figured out the alternator issue and we got all the cooling system bled out. Now it's finally time to start with the bodywork. So moving right along, one of the biggest dents is going to be in this quarter panel that needs to be repaired, so we're probably going to start with that one first. And if we come around to the other side, we also have the door and the fender that's going to need a little repair. But before we can do that, I say let's take it on a test drive. What do you say?
Take it for a rip.
First ripper, let's go.
Let's go. Jay Leno doesn't agree. You ready?
Yes, sir. Safety first. We don't have a mirror.
Safety first. Put on mirror.
AC going because we.
Oh, that thing comes up.
Oh, yeah.
Whoa. Yo, that was exotic.
Oh my god. Did you hear that?
The crackle.
Oh my god, that's not even with the exhaust on. That's the exhaust off mode. You need to hear this. Let's put it in track mode for the best sounds. Oh my god.
What? That's insane.
Mind if you're in our YouTube video? Alright guys, so we got, what's your name?
Charles.
Charles. Mr. Charles from the other side requested we do a donut.
Yeah.
So I think we gotta give a donut.
Oh, this
Hey,
person
guys,
wants
we'll
this
give
too.
you a donut if you subscribe.
I got you.
There's somebody else cheering for a donut too.
That's my other co-worker. She said it sound good. She said it car sound good.
We should wait for her. We got a dealership right down the street. That body shop and dealership, 2 streets away from here. Yeah, F-Type. It's a supercharged.
One more.
God damn.
Yeah.
Alrighty guys, so we are back from ripping this thing, and this thing rips. That supercharger sound just whines. It is doing some epic burnouts. That was awesome. Now that we are back at the body shop, we can go ahead and start repairing this thing. So I think one of the first things I want to start off with is going to be this quarter panel and a part of this bumper right here. One of the next things will be, we're going to go ahead and remove this rocker panel and repair it right there in that corner. After that, we'll move on to repairing the fender and the door, and then we'll move on to repairing the end of this rocker panel right there. It's a little bit chipped and busted back. And then we can move on to the front end where all the new parts come into play. Before we actually start working on it, while we're repairing that stuff, I want to go ahead and paint the new impact bar that we have, because this one is damaged, so that way when we install it, it's permanently on there. once we test fit the bumper and everything, we just got to repair this hood a little bit. Nothing too crazy. And pretty much it's gonna be ready for paint. So yeah, not a lot of body work to this thing, guys, and it should go pretty quick from here. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and put you guys on a time lapse. Let's get working. We're gonna start off with that quarter panel. Alrighty guys, so we got the car pulled in. We went ahead and got straight to work. Took the wheels off, took the rear bumper off. Man, this bumper was a pain to take off. So as you might have seen, we had to remove the plastics that go here and here and everything that goes in the floor. So there's actually a harness, this plug right here and these other ones. These are for the bumper. They actually run through this little hole right there. And same thing on this side. There's another little hole right there. So the wires actually for the bumper harness that are connected to the bumper run through the car and connect into those plugs. So we had to take all that out just to remove the rear bumper to get those plugs out, which is pretty crazy. That's the first time I've ever seen a car designed like this. Oh, also one other thing I forgot to mention is now that we have this bumper off, we're actually gonna just go ahead and undo this whole harness and take it over to the mechanical side. So that way we can get these broken wires spliced up. And that way when we're ready to put the bumper back on, everything is ready to go all at once. So I'll see you guys in a little bit. Alrighty guys, so it is now the end of the day. So I'm gonna have a quick end of the day update. So we went ahead and got our body filler laid out on top of the aluminum. We sanded it down. We've already put a couple coats, as you guys have seen. And it is looking absolutely amazing. So we went ahead and drew out with the pencil the line of the wheel well where it should be running. And then we taped off one side. So that way we can sand this out. And then once we're done here, we're gonna tape off this side and sand this down. So it is looking really awesome right now. I'm surprised how good this quarter panel came out. Like I told you guys, it just almost popped right into place. We have to do very minimal playing around with the metal. Now, aluminum is usually pretty hard to mess around with. So feeling it here, it feels real smooth. There's a couple of little spots, but the bulk of the work is done. Like I said, it is the end of the day now. Everybody has left, the shop is closed, it is nighttime outside, but I'm over here trying to record this video for you guys. So we also went ahead and took the rocker moldings off. These are the two lower pieces. This is for the driver's side, and we have the passenger side one right there. So the passenger side one is 100% perfect. This is the lower piece for the passenger side. So as you guys remember, in the front of the car, it was damaged. So that's that damage right there. So this is made out of plastic. So it's gonna require us to use, it's a product made by 3M. It's called Quick 20. So it's actually a plastic repair adhesive. So it's meant for repairing plastic. It bonds to it very well. So we're gonna actually just go ahead and fill that in and create our line that way. So that way it looks as original as possible. And so we're gonna go ahead and try that out tomorrow and see how it goes. This piece is also busted. This is the driver's side rocker panel. So you can see that chunk is missing off right there. And actually, so you can see the lip is supposed to run all the way along till here. And then there's actually a tab that goes further down. It's kind of like a U-shaped tab. And that bolts into the body of the car. So that's completely missing. So we're gonna have to create a custom bracket for that. And then on the other side rocker molding, there was a small damage on the bottom right here. But I don't think that's gonna require any kind of body work. We can just sand that out, smooth it out. No body filler, no putty, no nothing, just primer. So like I said, tomorrow we're gonna try to fix those once we get our quick 50 in. And then we're also gonna go ahead and move on to repairing this fender and this door. One of the other things we also did is we emptied out this shelf and we went ahead and stacked up all the Jaguar parts, and everything that comes off this car is gonna go on this shelf so we can try to keep everything as organized as possible. We don't want to lose any parts. We don't want to damage any parts. It's very expensive, and we want to just try to preserve everything we can to the best of our ability. So yeah, I'll see you guys tomorrow in the morning. So it is lunchtime again, next day here, and I just wanted to give a quick progress update. So here we have the door. We went ahead and sanded it down already, and there's a dent that runs along right here from here to here, a little super thin dent. So I'm gonna run to my house real quick right now. We're gonna try to see if we can pull this out with some hot glue. So for example, we have this tab here. We're gonna try to see if we can get some hot glue, get it to stick on there and pull it out. So that way we don't have to weld it. Because when you're welding aluminum, there's a very high chance of making a hole, and we don't want to do that. So we'll try to see if we can use some hot glue gun. That's how they do PDR. So I think it should work. And then we have the fender here, which we removed. Got the dents out in the back, you can see here. So you can see the line that's running here. This was actually all creased up inwards, and you could feel it when you would run your hand, and now when you feel it, it's all smooth and flat. You can still see the crease, but it's all flat. So we got the metal out as much as possible. Went ahead and put Bondo, and we've already put putty, and this is 100% ready to go. One other thing we also did in the morning was put the final coat of putty on this quarter panel, and now this is 100% smooth as well. You can see the line. We drew a line out, and it's nice and even. Everything is 100% smooth and looking amazing. So the next thing we're gonna try to repair is this door, and then we're gonna move on to the rocker molding. So once I get that glue, like I was saying, we'll try to pull it out, finish the bodywork here, finish the bodywork on the rocker molding, and then the last bit remaining will be on this hood. As you can see right there, it got pushed down a little bit and creased up. So this is not bad at all, and that shouldn't take very much time. And besides that, that's the only bodywork on this thing. So it's gonna be pretty much ready for primer and paint after that, once we test fit all the parts and make sure everything is lining up. So, you know, make sure you guys are staying tuned, because this build is coming along very quickly. So yeah, once we get back from lunch, we'll either start on this door on the rocker molding and then move to the other and continue running along. Alrighty guys, so that's going to be a wrap for this video. We got a lot of work done on this Jaguar, and so the last thing that we finished was this door. As you guys seen, we went ahead and put wax and grease remover on it to kind of give it a clear coat effect, and all the bodywork is looking smooth. The reflections were 100% perfect, so this bodywork came out awesome. Really happy. We also have the fender right there. We also have the rocker panel here that we went ahead and put our quick 20 glue on. Now that is dried up, when we come back in on the next episode, we're gonna sand all that down, remove the tape from the inside, and do the body work out here. We also went ahead and got the body work done on the quarter panel, so that is also looking 100% perfect. So yeah, this car is moving along very quickly, and in the next episode, we're gonna move on to the front end. So we're gonna bring in all our brand new parts that we bought for the front, test fit the bumper, all the lights, headlights, the grills. We're gonna test fit everything, so that way we can repair the hood in the corner, do our body work for that, and this car should be ready for primer. That's gonna be a wrap. Make sure you guys hit that like button, subscribe, and hit the bell icon so you don't miss out on part 2. Thank you guys so much for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.